Hey, let's talk a little Reds baseball right now. Our good friend Trent Rosecrans from the Cincinnati Enquirer joins us now. Trent, we're back here again, right? Joey Votto, he's got to, can the man hit? What's he going to do? What's your take on what Brenneman had to say?
I love Marty. I respect Marty. He's a great broadcaster, but he and I often disagree in baseball strategy. I believe that making out is bad. I know it's controversial, Brian, and maybe some of your viewers will think that making outs are good. I happen to believe making outs is bad.
Yeah. Look, the thing is, Votto hasn't hit for power the last 2 years, and last year was kind of a lost season. Do you think that comes back? Because otherwise, the guy's hitting is tremendous, but he isn't at the levels that he was at, even 2012. Can that power come back given his health?
That's a great question, because it has been since that first knee injury. When you look at 2012, before the knee injury, he was having a season that dwarfed his MVP season, and that included power. The guy has a fantastic power, or he did. The question is, with that knee, can it come back? And he's confident it can, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I know. I try to tell people since 2010, he's the third best hitter in baseball. That's everything combined. It goes Miggy, Trout, Votto. Third best hitter in all of baseball since 2010. And if he comes in with a 430 on base, which he does normally if he can get out there, he's still one of the top hitters in baseball. How good is this club, Trent? I mean, overall, because they still have some star players, but I don't know if they're going forward or moving back. What are they doing?
Well, there's a lot of questions coming up, and there are a lot of questions. And everything right now seems to be predicated on the word if, and that's a bad place to be. If Joey Votto's healthy, if Jay Bruce bounces back, if they get enough from the back of the bullpen, if Homer Bailey is effective as he was at the end of last year before the injury and rebounds, if Billy Hamilton progresses, if Todd Frazier produces like he did last year, if Devin Mesoraco is continuing on that trajectory that they believe he is, if all those things happen, yeah, they can be really good. This is just a killer division. And when you look at it, you can almost shake up this division anyway, and I could see it finishing that way. That said, I don't see the Reds at the top. I see this as the bottom of this division club.
Hey, what's happening with Johnny Cueto? I know a tough year to re-sign him because he just comes in with a fabulous year. Any chance of him staying?
I think there's a chance. I don't know how good of a chance it is, and I don't know how smart it would be for the Reds, because here's a guy who's going to be looking for that $7 million deal. And when you look historically at pitchers and $7 million, or 7 years, you don't get your money back in that. And a guy who will be 36 at the end of that contract, that's a lot of money to do it. So he was fantastic last year, but it may be his last in Cincinnati.
Trent, the rotation has been so deep for so long. Trading Latos and Simon. Can they survive that with Cingrani if he, again, it's an if, right? If he's healthy.
Cingrani's a huge if, yeah.
Right, and another guy's on their way up. Can they survive that? Because they have been very, very deep there.
Well, if you look at their system and their top prospects, it's right-handed power arms. And there's guys like Robert Stevenson, Michael Lorenzen, and maybe those are the guys coming up. The guy they got for Latos, Anthony DeSclafani. I don't want to overlook him. I've had a lot of talent evaluators tell me that they love this guy and they really like him. So I think there's a possibility that they can. I mean, the top three, if they're healthy, again, and if they pitch, you expect them to be pretty good in Cueto, Bailey, Leak, and you know what you're going to get from them. But then there's some questions, but there is depth in the minor league system in starting pitching, and that's what the Reds are hoping can push them forward.
It's an interesting team. I think it's going to be exciting for you. But Trent, I know we're getting out of spring training. Keep fighting the good fight. We're watching. You have people who understand, Trent. You're not surrounded by it, but you have people who understand, and we'll keep up with that stuff. Trent, great having you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.